paid off $16,000 of debt in less than a year. How did I do this and how you can do the same thing? Because your boy's getting out of debt, baby. Antonio X Carter, 401k minority millionaire. Let me pull over this phone. I have a side hustle. As many of you know, if you don't know, I have two side hustles. I have a photo booth business that rakes in anywhere between $500 to $2,000 or $3,000 in a month. And I also have an affiliate marketing business where I make money online with products that are not my own, but other people's products. And I also teach people how to make money online. And here in this case right now, I have about just a little bit over $500 left on a credit card. And I want to show you something. I want to show you that I had a small little 2-hour event that brought me in about $300 from a photo booth event. And I am going to show you how good it feels to export cash from my Cash App, because that's how they paid me, and to apply that money to this credit card to make it under $300. I've paid this account off. I've had this credit card since I started doing real estate, made a lot of money doing real estate, have nothing to show for it, unfortunately. Well, I have things to show for it, but I'm being a little bit harsh on myself. But I've had this credit card for many years. I canceled the credit card because I didn't want to charge anything else on it. I know how I am. There's always a reason to use a credit card, right? Canceled that bad boy. It was around $3,500 or something like that. And I'm about to pay it off this week. As you see, it says $320. I'm going to hit the withdraw button. And I only withdrew $275 from the account because the full $320, part of that was from a deposit for another event that I have later on this year. So I don't touch any of the money that I have not completed my photo booth event with. So that's on its way to my bank account so that I can make a $275 payment. Oh my God, does that feel good? Especially once you realize that just making these minimum payments will keep you in the hole for years. You'll have $3,000 on a credit card for the next 2 years and it's not going anywhere. So now after that hits my account, if I do the math here, 561 minus 275 will equal $286 left, and I can make that payment. I'm going to pull money from my M1 account with the money that I make from investments. If you watch this video here where I talked about staying broke and how I escaped it, you will understand how I'm able to make investments and use the money from it to pay off debts as well, which is one of the steps, investing. Now, originally, that's really one of the last things that you want to do in order to pay off your $16,000 in less than a year, but I would really consider that a bonus step. So we'll leave that as number one as the bonus. But realistically, the first thing that I had to do was I had to get real about my numbers. I had to track everything. I had to know where every dollar was going because I simply did not. I had money being pulled from everywhere. I got kids, I got house, I got electricity. Know your numbers. Create a spreadsheet. Get serious about this thing. Life will continue to take you where it wants to take you if you do not develop a plan to go where you want to go. So that's the first one. Number two, all of the financing options that I have, memberships, I had to start taking the scissors and start cutting it. Give the Chris Brown deuces to stop the bleeding. Like I said, know your numbers. Stop turning a side eye to all the bills being paid and being left behind and stuff. Know where your money is going, but you must put a plug on the bleeding. So I canceled all of my car wash memberships. I had more than one. I put a pause on a lot of my software memberships for having an online business that didn't make me any money. I stopped putting money towards ads that I didn't have. It's just really careless spending, all these ideas and stuff. And I just had to focus on what actually made money. And that leads me on to point number three, creating a side hustle. I had multiple side hustles. I had blogs, or I have blogs. I had this business. I had that business. I was doing real estate. I did everything. And let me tell you something. It all works. However, you have money going to all these different things, resources going to all these different things. You can't do it all at once. So you're going to lose money somewhere until you focus on one thing. And for me, what was really making the money on a consistent, dependable basis was my photo booth business. I have other videos on here. If you're interested in that, go ahead and check them out. They're on my YouTube channel. But I created a photo booth business. And then also I make good money with my affiliate marketing business, helping other people create businesses online. It's a beautiful thing. If you're interested in that, I have 2 resources I will give to you. One is my coaching. I provide a small little video about that. The link for that is down below. But then number 2, I created these side hustles because of a life coach that I work with. She looked at everything that I did and said, Antonio, you'd be good at this, and look at where the money is coming from. So I did that, and the light bulb went off, and I started making the money back. This course is called Start Poor, Finish Rich by a lady named Christina Tassiel. Phenomenal product. Highly recommended with her course. This thing flat out works. This is not some manifest and it will come type of thing. All right. Go ahead, check it out. You got my blessing on it. Both of those resources are down in the description. So now I've found where the money is going. I stopped the bleeding. I found the side hustle to make extra money. Now I had to pick one of the debts in order to pay off quickly. Once I got serious about this one thing, I got very targeted. Then all of a sudden I started seeing the results. Yes, I had multiple accounts, and I understand that you want to knock them all out at the same time, but it's just not going to happen that way. It took you years in order to get into this problem. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get out of it. The best way you can do this is by starting at one debt at a time. So I did that. I had some money in a different account. I understand some of you guys may not have reserves in some other places. It wasn't always like that for me. As a matter of fact, this isn't the first time that I got out of debt. I just had this wonderful problem of buying stuff without paying people back. Give me a hashtag amen if you know what I'm talking about. But because I got serious, I canceled a lot of those credit cards so that I don't use them. I picked the smallest one and I paid those bad boys off. So now instead of paying 500, 600, 800 bucks a month to all of the different creditors, I'm now able to knock that down to 700, 600, 400. And I promise you, once you begin to pay off one credit card, it gets addictive. And then you start noticing that you have more money at the end of the month than what you did before. It's a great feeling. And then step 5, like I told you guys earlier in the video, is to invest your money. We can talk about emergency funds and all that stuff. That's cool. Being able to save up at least $1,000 to $2,000 or maybe a month to 3 months worth of your salary into your savings account in case there's an emergency. At least have $1,000 inside of your savings account, please. But if you're able to put $50 into some type of investment account, like an M1 account, like I do, you will be shocked at how much money it makes for you. You can use the dividends, the extra money that it makes to pay off other things. Preferably, you want to reinvest that money. But I'm just telling you what has worked for me. I have Coinbase because I also am in crypto. It has crazy ups and downs. However, when it has the crazy ups, you're able to pull a little bit of the money from that. It's time for you to think smarter and not work harder. So those were the tips that allowed me to pay off the $16,000 in less than 12 months. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If you like this type of content, let me know down in the comments. 90% of you who watch this video will not subscribe, so let's change those statistics. Subscribe right now. I just told you earlier about staying broke. Now let's get unbroke. Watch that video next. See you guys in the next video.